Hi Aquarius, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh. This is your weekly general Tarotscope for your sign. As always, the housekeeping is down below. So if you'd like to find different aspects of your astrological natal chart, or how to book a reading, or what decks I'm using, or anything to do with any queries you may have with the channel, the information should be down below. The subscription button is also down there if you feel so inclined as to join me on this YouTube journey. Let's see what we have for Aquarius for the week ahead. What do we have for you? Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. He is my horn dog card, just so you know. So maybe, just maybe, if anybody comes to you offering dates or whatever, they really do fancy you, and they could be quite flash in the pan. With the Knight of Wands, it is very much, whether this is you or someone around you, they tend to be very flash in the pan. It's all about the moment. It's all about the enjoyment. It's all about the passion. That's good and bad. It depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for fun and a quick hookup, then absolutely this person may be the person for that for you. But equally, if you're looking for something a little bit more substantial, then it's going to require something a bit more committed than a quick. If you think about it, a fire burns and then it's gone. So yeah. It could be a really good week for you to go on an adventure, on a new journey, a new trip, a new horizon to go and visit, to learn a bit more about the world, a new passion project to get off the ground. You're kind of feeling very inspired and very, this is my Sagittarius card normally. They go off and they have an adventure, and they're very solitary in who they consider when they're off. Doing these adventures and having these wild moments and these wild journeys. So yes, it's a good time to be self-centered about what you're passionate about and what drives you and where it is you want to go. Be mindful that if you are starting to commit yourself to things, that you have to make sure that you have more substantial commitment than just, I really want to do that. It could be a long-term thing that you're signing up for, and you may not have the stamina or the desire, the passion burning long enough for it to be anything more than transient, to be honest. The Knight of Wands is very transient, in and out, cares in that moment deeply, fiercely, but then it kind of wanes quite quickly and they move along to something else. That's not to discredit Sagittarians, by the way. They are incredible people, and when they truly commit, they truly commit. But it's that kind of energy, that free spirit energy, where the devil may care. I want to go on an adventure to New Zealand, so I'm going to go on an adventure to New Zealand, or I want to, I don't know, suddenly want to take up a type of art, and they'll give art a go for a little while, and then but they're not really settled down into anything. With the next card coming out is the Six of Pentacles. So this could be someone, if you're looking for a relationship that has some kind of balance to it, this would suggest that maybe if you're in a relationship at the moment, it's tilted more towards the lust than the love side of things. If it's quite a new relationship, recognizing that sometimes other things have to be given. There has to be a balance between passion and the physical investment, energetic investment. These are kind of the two opposite extremes. You have the fast flash of fire, which is purifying and clarifying and forging, and you also have the Pentacle suit, the Six of Pentacles here, which is very much slower energy, more committed, more balanced, more slow moving. So this could be a relationship that's starting to look towards becoming something a bit more stable. If this is to do with work, then you're starting to see that yes, this could have some longevity to it, that it could start paying off, that you may have to work with other people. It could be that there is somebody who seems very passionate and they want to work with, but you need to kind of get them more firmly committed or tight or invested, more I want to say tied down, but that feels like we were restraining them, but kind of firming down details of, yes, we will do this together on this date, or yes, we will work together, and here are the details, because it kind of feels like there's these things coming up that's like, yes, let's do that together, and then, or yes, let's go and do that trip, but This can be friends, this can be work colleagues, it can be a relationship, and it's kind of like, yes, we should do this together, or yes, we should go on holiday together, but when it comes to tying down the details and firming that up a little bit, they may be a little less passionate than they were in the very beginning because they've kind of been distracted by something else or someone else. So it's about making sure that you take the time to firm up plans with them and where you see the two of you going together with regards to work. Are you going to continue working together? Do you need to get some sort of agreement in place or more than one date set in place? If it's to do with relationship, is this just us having sex, or is it something we can go on dates, or we can start progressing towards something? I'm not saying married and settled down, but just something a little bit more formal, like, are we sleeping with just each other, or how is this working? Are we saying we're partners, like boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend? Are we a thing now? Do we need to have a conversation? It's just kind of about firming up and recognizing where you are with regards to this person, that you very clearly recognize that this isn't forever, that this may well be a transient thing, but it's a little bit more than a bit of a fling and a one thing that happened. It's about having some kind of consistency and kind of labels and some sort of definition of boundaries, because it's kind of gone beyond the whole like flash in the pan thing, and recognizing that you might have to support them as much as they're supporting you, and just making sure you're both on the same page and you both are wanting the same things. We also have the Queen of Cups come out. So yes, it's about being mindful that emotions may well be coming into play. There may be care and consideration coming in to these relationships, how it's moving forward, being considerate of another person, empathetic to where they may be. They may not be in the same place as you. They may be wanting more commitment and you don't want that much commitment, or you could be wanting more commitment and they may be wanting a bit of freedom. So it's about being mindful that people have different emotions and different responses to what is going on right now. That doesn't mean that they're not going to be more committed in the future, but equally it may mean that they aren't going to be more committed in the future. Things evolve and things develop, but right now this is about looking for some sort of, not formality, well it is formality, but not like how are we working together? Do we need to have an ongoing contract? Do we need to, if it's to do with work, do we need to maybe set up a way that we do this once in a while? Does there need to be a regular thing where we work once a week together, or is it kind of, are we going out on a date? If it's to do with a relationship, are we going out, are we dating? Are we seeing each other? Are we a couple? Are we something in between? Are we seeing other people? Be aware that they may want a bit of more freedom, or you may want a bit more freedom. The fact that there's a Knight and a Queen would suggest that there's some sort of energy imbalance. One person is a little bit more committed to this than the other person, and if it's you that's a little bit less committed than the others, you need to have a conversation before they invest further if you don't want to be in that situation. Being very clear with the boundaries of how things work. But yeah, it's kind of, it looks like somebody's looking for something a little bit emotional and the other person's still more in the realms of this is a sex thing or this is a fun thing, and the other person's like, I really like doing this with you, I'd like to carry on doing this with you, are you open to that? And it's about having a conversation and making sure that there is harmony, that you are meeting in the same place, that you are having a actual interaction that secures and helps everybody recognize and give bearing to where people are right now in their relationships. It's about having an open and honest conversation, not taking anything too much to heart, because this isn't a marriage thing, this isn't a committed thing, this is somebody that we work with, somebody that is going to be, could potentially be very transient in our life. It's right now, we're enjoying it right now, but is it going the direction of being something more down the line, secured? Is it something that can stay as it is right now as long as we have clear boundaries? Or is it something that maybe needs to be let go of because we're in two completely different places? You need to see where you're coming and meeting in the middle. I hope that is of some use to you, Aquarius, and hopefully I will see you again next week. Bye for now.